Very important topic is kingdom fungi. So the kingdom fungi, the term is given by, the name is given by actually kingdom fungi. The name is given by Gaspard Bahin. Gaspard Bahin. And so the mother of modern phycology. Who is the father of modern phycology? So D. Bury is the father of modern phycology. So now we are going to discuss the fungus. So what about actually fungi? Fungi is the unique kingdom of heterotrophic organism. Fungi is the unique kingdom of heterotrophic organisms. Why? Because it is called as unique kingdom of heterotrophic organism. Fungus, they are having actually different type of cell wall. That cell wall is generally made up of actually chitins and polysaccharides. So that's why it is discovered actually different kingdom. So fungus is discovered the different kingdom based on the cell wall. That cell wall is generally made up of chitin and polysaccharides. So that's why the fungus is separate kingdom. They are cosmopolitan. So what about actually fungus are cosmopolitan? Cosmopolitan means they are present in everywhere. They are present in plants, they are present in animals, they are present in soil, and this fungus, they are generally present in everywhere. So that's why we are discussing it is a cosmopolitan. So most of the fungus, they are living in actually warmer areas and humid habitat or humid places. Okay, example, so bread mold and orange roots and mushrooms and toadstools. Toadstools means it is a poisonous mushrooms. It is a poisonous mushrooms. So white spots are generally seen in mustard leaves. White spots are generally seen in mustard leaves due to the cause the fungus is, it is a parasitic fungus, that is albugo. So generally white spots seen in mustard leaves due to the cause the parasitic fungus is albugo. Parasitic fungus is albugo. So some fungus, most of the fungus, they are mostly used in actually different types of economic importance also. So some fungus, it is mostly involved in source of production of antibiotic. Some other fungus are involved in the production of antibiotic. For example, is penicillium. Penicillium is mostly used in preparation of antibiotic. And some other unicellular fungus, for example, yeast cell, and this yeast cell are mostly used in preparation of bread and beer preparation. And other fungus is caused diseases in plants and animals. Okay, so wheat rust diseases causing by vaccinia. Wheat rust disease is caused by vaccinia. Next one. So wheat rust vaccinia is important of examples, and some other sources antibiotic. Example is penicillium. So we kept the food in. So for another one is we kept the food in a refrigerator, and it is going. We are prevented the damages to the bacteria and fungus. So we are kept the food in refrigerators and prevent to the damages due to the bacteria and fungus. And this fungus cell wall are generally made up of actually polysaccharides and chitins. And this fungus storage food material is means reserved food material is glycogen and oil. So fungus reserved food material is generally glycogen and oil. Next thing. So except the yeast cell, the fungi filamentous are, this body is consist of a long slender thread-like structures. That long slender thread-like structures is known as actually, it's called hyphae. It is known as actually hyphae. And here network like filamentous or network like hyphae is called as mycelium. Network like hyphae is called as actually mycelium. So there are actually two types of hyphae are there. So one is cenocytic hyphae, another one is septate hyphae. Fungus, it is consists of two types of hyphae. One is a cenocytic hyphae, another one is a septate hyphae. So first one is cenocytic hyphae. So what about actually cenocytic hyphae? Cenocytic hyphae means this is actually hyphae. So this hyphae are filled with actually it is continuous tubes, means hyphae continuous tubes are filled with multinucleated cytoplasm. Such is referred to as actually cenocytic hyphae. That is known as actually cenocytic hyphae. So what about actually cenocytic hyphae? Cenocytic hyphae means, so for example Rhizopus. Rhizopus mycelium is elongated tube-like structure is there. So elongated slender tube-like structures. So that elongated tube-like structures, that is actually continuous tubes. The tubes are generally filled with multinucleated cytoplasm. Okay, such is known as actually cenocytic hyphae. Next, septate hyphae. So what about actually septate hyphae? They have septate or cross walls. They have septate or cross walls. Okay, so the fungal cell wall means this fungi cell wall is generally made up of chitin and polysaccharides. The fungal cell wall is generally made up of chitin and polysaccharides. Okay, so it is fungus characters. Next, most fungus are saprophytic. Most of the fungus are generally saprophytic. So they absorb the soluble organic matter from dead substrates. They absorb the soluble organic matter from dead substrates. Some are parasitic. Some fungus are generally parasitic. Parasitic means this fungus it can live on other organisms like the plant and animals, such as known as actually parasitic. And this fungus, they are live as a symbiotic organisms. They are live as a symbiotic organisms. Example is lichen. So what about actually lichens? Lichens means algae and fungus are fused, such is known as actually lichens. And some other fungus, they are generally associated with the roots of higher plants. Some other fungus are generally associated with the roots of higher plants. Example, pinus plants or pinus roots. So that is the best example is the mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza are generally associated with the pinus roots. Pinus roots. Next. So a reproduction of fungus. So what about actually reproduction of fungus? In this fungus reproductions are mainly divided by three types. So vegetative propagations, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Okay, vegetative propagation, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. So these vegetative reproductions are commonly occurs three different methods. Fragmentations. Fragmentations means the separated mycelium is gives rise to another new mycelium, such is known as actually fragmentations. And fusions, both two spores are fused, that is known as actually fusions. So budding. So budding means one cell is gives rise to another new cells. It is exposed by the yeast cell. Buddings are mostly occurs in actually yeast cell. So they are actually vegetative propagations. What about actually vegetative propagations? It is mostly occurs in three different methods: fragmentations, fusions, and budding. Fragmentation, fusion, and budding. Next, asexual reproduction. These asexual reproductions occurs another three important methods, that is conidia, sporangiospores, and zoospores. Conidia, sporangiospores, and zoospores. And sexual reproductions occurs oospores, ascospores, and basidiospores. Oospores, ascospores, and basidiospores. They are the sexual reproduction. It is they are the spores of sexual reproduction. Sorry, they are sexual reproduction. So, vegetative propagation. Now we have discussed the vegetative propagation. So, the fragments, fusion and buddings. Fragments is fusion here. Both two fragments are there. So, both two fragments are separated. Both two fragments are separated and each fragment is gives rise to another new mycelium. Each fragment is gives rise to another new mycelium. Next, budding. Budding stage means it is mostly occurs in actually yeast cell. Here, both two cells are fused and diploid cells are formed. Means that zygotes are formed. Zygote undergoes meiosis and it is produced two haploid cells. So here, the buddings are formed. Means buddings are formed in a vegetative propagation. Next, asexual reproductions. These asexual reproductions are occurs to the conidia, sporangiosperms and zoospores. Conidia, sporangiosperms and zoospores. See here, where the conidia are occurs. The first image is actually it is penicillium. First images is actually penicillium. Here, elongated tube-like structure is there. Elongated tube-like structure that is known as actually conidiophores. That conidiophore it is consists of a number of conidias. It is consists of a number of conidia. Means number of spores are present in conidiospores or conidiophores. So the conidiophore it is consists of a number of conidia or spores. Next, sexual reproduction. So what about actually sexual reproduction? So these sexual reproductions are mostly occurs. Sexual reproductions are mostly occurs three different methods. So by oospores, ascospores and basidiospores. Oospores, ascospores and basidiospores. So they are produced in different structures is called as fruiting bodies. They are producing actually different structures such is known as actually fruiting bodies. So see here, the one is there, that is actually the fruiting bodies. These fruiting bodies is produced spores. Spores are germinated. Germinated spores is gives rise to mycelium. So this mycelium is gives rise to primordia or primordia. This mycelium is gives rise to primordia. Primordia means it is a young fruit body, young fruiting bodies. Okay. So this is the sexual reproduction. So in this sexual reproduction, it is following actually three different cycles. Okay, these sexual reproductions are following actually three different methods. So what about actually the three different methods? One is plasmogamy, karyogamy and meiosis. Plasmogamy, karyogamy, meiosis. These three different methods are mostly occurs in sexual reproduction of fungi. So first one is plasmogamy. What about actually plasmogamy? Plasmogamy means fusion of two protoplasm. Fusion of two protoplasm. They are motile or non-motile gametes is known as actually plasmogamy. Fusion of two gametes, fusion of two protoplasm. Fusion of two protoplasm in between motile or non-motile gametes such is known as actually plasmogamy. Next, karyogamy. So what about actually karyogamy? Karyogamy means fusion of two nuclei is known as karyogamy. Next one is meiosis. So what about actually meiosis? Zygote undergoes meiosis. Zygote resulting undergoes it is meiosis and it is produced haploid spores. And zygote undergoes meiosis and it is produced haploid spores such is known as actually meiosis. So these three steps is mostly occurs in the sexual reproduction of fungi. Next one. So sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, two haploid hyphae come together and fused. In sexual reproduction, two haploid hyphae come together and they are fused. In some fungi, fusion of two haploid sets are immediately results in the diploid cells. Okay, two haploid hyphae come together fused, and both two haploid and they are immediately fused, and the result is diploid cells are formed. See here, the real images are there. So first is given actually two haploid hyphae. In these two haploid hyphae, they are come together and they are fused. And before it is actually haploid hyphae, then after it is fused, that hyphae is actually diploid in condition. That result is formed actually diploid in condition. Okay. So in Ascomystis and Basidiomystis, dikaryotic stage or dikaryotic phase. So in Ascomystis and Basidiomystis, they are consist of its hyphae. It is consist of a haploid in condition. Each cell it is consist of two nuclei. Each cell is consist of a two nuclei. So that is known as actually dikaryon. That phase is known as actually dikaryotic phase. It is known as actually dikaryon, and its phase is known as dikaryotic phase. Later, parental nuclei fuse with cells become haploid. Parental nuclei fuse with the cells and it's become a diploid. Okay. So this process are mostly occurs in Ascomystis and Basidiomystis, means dikaryotic phase. This dikaryotic phase are mostly present in Ascomystis and Basidiomystis. So what about actually dikaryotic phase? Dikaryotic phase means the hyphae or each cell it is consist of a two nuclei. Each mycelium is consist of a two nuclei. Okay. So fungi from fruiting bodies, in which reduction divisions occurs leading to formation of haploid spores. Next, so based on the morphology of mycelium, so the mode of spore formation based on the morphology of mycelium and mode of spore formation, this fungus again classified into another four classes. They are actually Phycomystis, Ascomystis, Basidiomystis and Deuteromystis. So these classes will be discussed in next class. Thank you for watching this video.